How's it going, guys? I'm Chase Lee reporting for WeLiveEntertainment.com on the We Live film section. I'm covering a handful of movies at the South by Southwest Film Festival, and I got another one to review for you guys, and that would be Keanu. That's right, the Key and Peele movie. It was added late to the roster of the South by Southwest lineup, and it was a midnight show, and it was just a really good time in the theater. And it was one of those experiences I will never forget. It was just that fun. So let's get real and break this down. So first off, I gotta say this: I'm a huge fan of Key and Peele. I like their show quite a lot. I think they're very, very funny. They're really great at improv. They're so witty and sharp with their dialogue. It is just incredible to see them just go back and forth. I don't care what the scenario is. Just have them talk in a room. And I was huge fans of them back when they were on Mad TV and stuff. So I've been following these guys around for quite some time, literally and physically. I'm actually outside their house right now. Okay. Yeah, that's them. Anyways, I've been a huge fan of them, and I can't wait for them to take off after this movie, because this movie's going to be a smash hit at the box office. You best believe your butts, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get real and break this down. Let's start with the writing and directing. I really like this movie from a story standpoint. I like it from a comedy standpoint. I like it from an action standpoint. It is a really great action comedy. Not only are the action set pieces really well handled and they actually fit in with the story, the comedy works really, really well. When they're not in these crazy scenarios, and then when they're in these crazy scenarios, I would say like 95% of the time, the jokes work. And you know what's really funny about this movie is that there's a lot of stereotype humor. But for some weird reason, when Key and Peele do it, it feels fresh and it feels original. I feel like I've never heard these type of jokes before. And so it just made it funnier when they spoke, and when they were flying off the handle with their ad libs. It made for just a fun experience. And just the story, like I said, it's fun, it's funny, it's action packed. And they casted the most adorable kitten on the face of the planet. It was just a well-rounded, entertaining movie. And so the writing is super strong in this one. So is the directing. I think the director really honed in on the action comedy subgenre and really just went there. Like I said, the action set pieces were really great, especially in slow-mo. I loved the slow-mo stuff, and the comedy was really well edited and put together, and they used the best shots, man. When you use the best shots in a movie like that, and they're spouting off one-liners, and you just you edit and you chop it in a certain way, it flows so well with the narrative, and the jokes are they're flying at you, man. 100 miles an hour. You gotta catch them. Yeah, put out your catcher's mitt, and you gotta catch them, because they'll fly right past you. But it is a really funny, entertaining movie. And the reason why I'll give it a high score, I'll say at the very end, and it is a testament to this movie. But let's move on to the acting. The acting, I like Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key. I think they're really well-rounded comedians, and they can pull off a movie. This was their test, and they did it. They were very likable. They were very relatable. I cared about what they were doing and stuff. I was like, you go get that cat, man. Like, you go get Keanu. Let's go save him. Let's go on this adventure together. So I was with them from the start and all the way up into the finishing point. The supporting actors are really well done. Will Forte is really cool as the drug dealer. Method Man's really cool as another drug dealer. And I won't spoil any more cameos, but also in their squad with Key and Peele, there's Jason Mitchell. He's in the squad, and he played Eazy-E on Straight Outta Compton. So it was really cool to see his comedic chops a little bit, and he's got a little flair on him with the comedic side. So I can't wait to see more of that from him. But all around, everyone delivers. Everyone's got great timing, great chemistry with one another, just bouncing off of each other. That's what I like about Key and Peele, man. You just like I said, you set them in a room, have them talk. Like when they introduced the movie at South by Southwest, they were just spitballing to the audience, and they were hilarious. So their timing and chemistry is just out of this world. Cinematography-wise, like I said, this is a really well-done action comedy. So with that, you got some great action set pieces, and the way it was shot and the way it was filmed, it felt dirty and it felt violent. And I was like, this works so well with the comedy. It was really well handled with the cinematography and the way it was shot. And I love the slow-mo stuff. if you're an action comedy fan or a film buff in general, I just think you're gonna love it just for the action and set pieces alone. Even if you're not into comedies, I think you'll like this as a standalone action movie. With that said, so editing wise, this movie is an hour and a half long and it flies by. I was so tuned into this, and here's the testament onto why I'm gonna give this film a high grade. This film started at 1:15 a.m. in the morning. I saw 3 movies prior to that one, and I was tired. I did not want to watch any more movies. I wanted to go home and sleep. But this film was so engaging. It was so funny and so entertaining. It kept me up through the entire movie, and I was so amped up afterwards that I could not believe it. I was literally dead tired, about to fall asleep in the chair. But that movie like brought me out of like death almost. Like I was almost dead at that point. So that is a testament on how good this movie is. I think it will be a cult classic in the comedy world. This movie is going to be a smash success at the box office. Watch out, because Key and Peele are coming, and they did a damn fine job with their very first movie. So with that being said, the fact that I was tired and it kept me up, that means it's a pretty damn good comedy, and even action comedy in my books, I'm going to go pretty high with an A-. Keanu is a really good comedy. It's one of the best comedies this year so far, and I will stand by that statement. So have you guys seen Keanu, or have you even heard of it? Are you looking forward to it? Are you not looking forward to it? Are you a fan of Key and Peele? You like the show? You like him on Mad TV? All that stuff? Comment that place right on my face and let me know. I'm Chase Lee reporting for WeLiveEntertainment.com in the We Live Film section, and I'm covering movies from the South by Southwest Film Festival. So tune in next time for whatever I review next from the festival or just a movie in general. So I'll see you guys later.